I pulled over here on the side.
Oh, okay.
On the other side of the road. Hey, what you doing with the Ole Miss on your tag?
Sir,
You're an Ole Miss man?
need to be.
There's an Ole Miss tag on the front of that truck.
That's my son's.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
Did he go to Ole Miss?
No, sir. I tried my best to get him to go. He wouldn't do it.
So what you got back here?
A complete town.
Hmm.
The old western town.
Are you the sheriff?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
My daddy was. I lost my dad 3 years ago. My mom about 6 months after dad.
Yeah, we're in Humboldt.
Yes, sir. If you go back up this road, it brings you right into Humboldt.
Well, okay.
It's a bypass, and you turn to the left. That takes you right into Humboldt. It's about 7.5 miles.
Oh, okay. Well,
Where
good.
y'all from?
Well, we're coming today from Ridgely.
Ridgely, okay. I rodeoed down in there.
Well, time for you to come again.
Yes, sir.
What you doing with that old Jeep out there?
That's my dad. My son bought that from my dad. Dad always wanted a Jeep. And he got him one, and he didn't have it 2 months. The motor blew up in it. So Shay brought that in one day. And it still runs. We had a big old pecan tree. Well, there it is. Some of it laid over there. I said, Dad, let's cut that pecan tree down before we build it. He said, no, let's leave that pecan tree up.
It fell on you.
Yes, sir. It come up and just it branched off
Uh-huh.
about head high like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it rotted right there in the center.
That's what I got. I had the same thing happen on my property. I had an old pecan tree, the oldest one on the property. And boy, we had a storm come through and it picked it up and laid it over.
Well,
But fortunately, it didn't hit anything. It just laid it over.
you got this. Ma'am?
It was huge. So you got you some good firewood now.
Yes, sir. I have. I've got 3 fire pits over at the house.
I want that old tractor.
You know, that was my granddaddy's tractor, and they lived right over here where there's a trailer house over there now. They passed years ago, and
I used to know a guy that would take those tractors and he would refurbish them, redo them, get them running, repaint them and everything, put them on the road and sell them as fast as he could. He'd go around looking for those, and when he'd find them, he'd fix them.
yeah, Mr. Joe Rigsby over here at Alamo used to do the same thing. And I've got a friend, well, he married my Janice and I. We were boyfriend, girlfriend. We were just like brother and sister. Went all the way through school together, and they married. And he lived right down below us, and that's all he's ever done all of his life is repair tractors and fix tractors.
Did you do all this here?
Me and my dad did. My dad was a building contractor, and I grew up here on the farm. I was driving this tractor. Daddy had me driving this plowing cotton when I was 5 years old. And he hung a piece of inner tube down, put a little piece about that wide, fixed it on the front axle, and he said, now you keep that inner tube right over the top of that cotton. And yes, sir, I'd drive in the disking and doing it. I mean, it'll fire up lamp still.
So he's a general contractor and he decided to put all this together?
Yes, sir. I started riding horses when I was 5. And I started rodeoing when I was 13. I started riding bulls. And I rodeoed 28 years, and my boys had 2 sons. I lost my youngest son, my wife and I. But they rodeoed, and me and my dad, I'd go to work on Saturdays with him when he worked, you know, and me and Dad worked together all of our life. all the way through, and I can honestly say,
Mm.
my dad and I never had an argument, never outdone, mad at one another.
Mm.
Now, we pulled pranks on one another all the time,
Mm.
but, and Dad come over one morning. We always drank coffee before we went to work, and he said, David, I tell you what, let's do. He said, you know that all your life, them boys rode you on. He said, let's build us an old western town. I said, all right. I said, that sounds good, Daddy. Well, it went on 2 or 3 days, and Daddy said, David, so what about our western town? I said, Dad, were you serious about building? He said, yeah, build the whole town.
Uh-huh.
I said, okay then. I said, we will. I thought you was cutting up with me. He said, no, not this time.
Mm.
And he said, it's not but one thing now. I said, okay. He said, I don't want no new wood.
Mm.
I don't want no new wood in it. We'll tear down old barns, houses, sheds, whatever we can get.
Mm.
And bring it up here, pull the nails and stuff out of it. So, yeah, there's wood in here and lots of stuff that dates back in the 1800s.
How long did it take you to put all this together?
22 years.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Tearing down the old stuff. Of course, we was working every day.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, doing it at afternoons and doing it on Saturdays. And we'd bring our lumber out here and, you know, pull the nails and all that kind of
boy.
stuff. Yes, sir. We worked on it 22 years.
Yeah.
Tennessee Crossroads found out about it. But Dad said, he said, all these people, he said, you know, this is be ours.
Mm.
I said, all right. So we started to work, and people found out about it, and then before it was ever even done completely. And they, our friends would tell their friends, and before you know it, we get people from Alabama up in Illinois, everywhere.
Mm.
And then when Tennessee Crossroads come down, they got down here and they walked through it, and that guy come up and he said, Mr. Adam, he said, we thought it was just a replica of an old western town. He said, you said you had a son? He said, yes, sir. He was standing over there. He said, holler at him, get him over here. He hollered, I come over, and he said, can you call and maybe get some people up here? I said, yes, sir, I guess could. So I started calling, and we wound up with about 50, 60 people here, and they stayed all day long.
Well, let's see what you got now. You got a, what is all this? There's a stagecoach stop, it looks like. Y'all recreated here.
Yes, sir.
Huh.
Let's go this way.
Okay.
It makes it a little
Oh, yeah, sure. Well, yeah, lead us the way. Show us what you got. Looks like you, oh, that's a big old shop back there through there.
Yes, sir. It is.
We catch y'all at a good time. You just coming back?
We just come in from the doctor, and our son had just called and said, Daddy said I had to run to town so the woman's lights wouldn't come on.
Uh-huh.
And I speeded up to get here, and I'm glad I did.
Yeah.
But this old well, we was up, Daddy was born on in Clifton. Lived on, well, he was on this side of the river. You can see Clifton. And we was up there. He said, David said, well, we up here, we got time. Well, let's go by. I'll show you where I was born and raised. And we did. We went in through the house and went out the back. Daddy said, he said, that old well is still standing. He said, David, I pulled many a water out of that well. And went on around. He said, I want you to look at that old toilet. He said, that thing is still standing. Daddy was mid-70s then. And anyway, long story short, I called my uncle and found out who owned the property. So I him, I said, you know, find out his number and give me a call. Well, he did. And yeah, he said, I remember the Adams as being up here. And I said, well, Dad took me by and showed me where he was born and raised. And I told him, and I said, the old well's still there. And I said, the old outdoor toilet. I said, would you want to sell them? And he said, no, I sure don't. But he said, you're welcome to come get them. I come told Daddy. I got off the phone, took him to desk too. I come back and I said, Daddy, that old well up there, you draw so much water out. That old toilet. I said, would you still draw water out of it and go to the old toilet? He said, if I had them, I said, well, I got them. He said, yeah, David. I said, Daddy, I did. I said, Uncle Ron, give me the guy's number that owns the place, and he said, you could have them. Just come get them. He said, well, can we go tomorrow? I said, yes, we'll go tomorrow.
How long's your dad been gone now?
3 years in March.
3 years. Well, I'm sure you miss him.
That's the 28. I mean 18.
Yeah, I'm sure you miss him then.
Yes, sir, I do, but me and my wife has always lived here, and she loves flowers. We should get out there and see. And
oh my.
He got a dinner bell here. I got one over there. And ever who got up and had the coffee ready would ring the bell. I'd come over here, or he'd come to the house. But Daddy, all this, just like his banks right there out of saw blades and stuff, and then this swing.
Wow.
He kept saying,
yeah, was this your dad's house here?
yes, sir. That's where Mom and Dad lived.
This for your dad, and you've always lived over there then?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, now what about your mama then? Did she pass before him?
No, she passed about 6 months after.
Oh,
after
okay.
Dad did. And
okay. Wow, y'all done a lot of work on this.
yes, sir. It a lot of work. It's still, keeping it up, and we're still adding on to it some. And
I've got a neighbor that's got a big building he's built in the back of his property, and he's got it's like a museum in it. It's kind of like, this reminds me of it because he's broken it up into like kitchens and different things. He's put old-timey kitchens, candy counters, and different things. It's nice.
Man,
He'd love seeing this. I'll have to tell him about your place.
well,
Problem is, he'd want to buy all this antique stuff. That's what he likes to buy.
yeah, what was it? Tennessee pickers? Tennessee pickers?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did too.
Oh, I'm sure.
Dad would always like people to sign.
Sign it, Mom. All right.
He had to look at that book and go back. You remember these folks and stuff? Built him a rocking chair out of horseshoes.
Yep.
I come in one day and he said, David, you remember churning butter? Grandma? I said, yes, sir. I said, I've sat there and did this a long time, many a time. He said, well, if you'd have had this, he said, it would save your arms. He said, you just sit in that rocking chair.
Yeah, just use your foot. Yeah. Yeah, a lot easier than the hand. That's nice. Huh. Wow.
Yes, ma'am.
Electric.
Electric hammer. He's had the time with the kids out of that stuff.
Huh.
He called this the casket room where we built caskets.
Oh boy. Well, did he build his?
Yes, sir. Everything here. We built.
Huh. Where's your mom and dad buried at?
If you go right straight across the road, Highway 54, it's about 3.5 miles down there on the left.
Okay. So is there a cemetery down there?
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh.
That's where he wanted to be buried. I figured he'd want to go up with his family up at Christmas, but he didn't. But the last, I guess, 20 years when Daddy was going good. He volunteered, and he was in 14 different countries where they had like tornadoes, like Florida just had, and all going down to help him build back and help do. And I went with him to St. Kitts, and this is all the farming tools they had in the upper Volta of Africa. He spent 12 weeks over there, and that's the only that cane knife was the only thing that they farming tools they had in St. Kitts. They grew sorghum.
Yeah. Somebody's a Duke fan.
Yes, sir. Dad was. We can go right out this way, or turn that chair around.
I like that.
Yes, Daddy could come up with some of the.
Dad's chair.
That was. Dad, I come in one day. Dad loved gardens. Oh goodness, he had this place full of gardens.
It looks like it in the pictures.
Yes, sir. 23 on that vine. He hollered at me, and I went out there. He said, "David, count them tomatoes on that vine." I said, "Okay." Well, I counted them, and I said, "Oh, he's pulled some more in there, you know." So I looked and I checked. And no, it ain't either. And I counted them again. I said, "Dad, that's 23 tomatoes on there." He said, "Yeah, tell me I can't grow a garden." But oh, he loved his garden.
Well,
like that booze stuff there, he come up with lots of old stuff. And wintertime, we had this heater in here, and we'd work in the wintertime, do building stuff out here. I come in one day, and he said, "David," said, "you're not near as smart as I thought you was." He said, "I'd been waiting on you to do that." And I said, "Do what?" He said, "Come back here." Well, I walked by here. Well, I didn't notice it. He said, "Man, I put an air conditioner in here."